Yes, people. What's going on? It's Eagle Talks Football. We're back again with another video. Big up to everyone joining us over from Never a Foul. I see you guys. Kaz thinks he's funny. What is that stuff on my face? Why do I have something on my beard? What the hell? Where is it? Nah, what the hell was that? Anyways, we got 140 of you guys already in the building. I see the chat. Kaz, it's fucking hilarious. Look at what he's doing in the chat. You guys are too much. But look, it's going to be a great show today. We got to talk about Calafiori to Arsenal. We got to talk about Ten Hag's new deal. Of course, Manchester United are interested in Ligt. We also have Saliba is being linked to Real Madrid. And of course, Manchester City. Yes, Manchester City could be losing some of their big boys. Manchester City could be losing some of their big boys, ladies and gentlemen. And when I say big boys, I mean Kevin De Bruyne. I mean Ederson could be all heading out the door. These are the kind of things that we are going to have to be talking about today. But before the boys come into the chat and everything else, I just want to say, how's everyone doing? Hope everyone's doing well. Yes, it's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Thursday evening. And I'm going to be having Kaz joining us. Jay's going to be joining us and Vader's joining us. They're just running a little bit late right now. But before we go any further, I just wanted to ask you guys. You guys know this whole Saliba to Real Madrid stuff is not happening, right? Just to make you guys clear. You know this is not happening, right? Because I'm seeing people saying, "Oh, Arsenal fans should be worried. Saliba's going to go to Real Madrid." No, stop it. It's not happening. First of all, since when do you guys think a team that's as close as we are to major honors is going to just go and get rid of one of their major pieces? Also, you guys know Real Madrid. You guys know what Real Madrid have. Real Madrid are going to get this guy. Real Madrid are going to get Len Yuri. There is no way Saliba is going to Real Madrid. They might be interested. A lot of people are interested in Saliba. I could tell you there's going to be a lot of teams interested in William Saliba. But there is no way in hell that we are letting William Saliba go anywhere at this moment in time. That would be criminal. That would be criminal. The French connection would be crazy, though. You got Chouameni, you got Camavinga, you got Kylian Mbappe. If I'm forgetting anybody else, you got Mendy. Just too much. But yeah, no, it's not happening. It's not happening. Maybe in a couple years' times you can see it, but with rumors that Real Madrid are reaching an agreement with this kid, nah, mate, we're good. We're good. We're not gonna have to worry about all of that stuff. We're not gonna have to worry about any of that stuff. You guys are just over exaggerating slightly, and you need to chill. You need to chill, relax. It's not that serious. Also, be careful out there. Be careful out there, ladies and gentlemen, because the transfer stuff that I'm hearing, transfer news is getting ridiculous. I seen today that Man City were linked to THÉO HERNANDEZ for 51 million. And then I looked at the community notes and it says that the freaking thing was AI generated. They're saying the news, the transfer was suggested by AI. Man City had no public or leaked info about THÉO HERNANDEZ. Y'all need to be careful because transfer news is getting ridiculous. When AI is generating transfer news, you know shit's changed. The game has changed. The game has officially changed, ladies and gentlemen. We no longer have actual transfer news. What's up, Vader? We got freaking AI generated transfer news nowadays. This is what's happening. This is what's happening in football. Yo, did you see this?
Yeah. I hear the rumors.
Bro, this is fake, you know?
I wouldn't be surprised. What's the source?
The source is an AI-generated article in the Manchester Evening News. This is what the Euros has done to people, bro. The Euros has made people lose their mind to the point where they're coming up with fake stories. Fake stories.
The Euros, honestly, the Euros have been pretty good, but people are desperate, man. People just need something to talk about. Like, let's let the Euros play out and let the transfer window be what it is. Why rush and put out fake news? Unless it's, again, in this day and age, clicks, retweets, engagement. Hey, the game's the game, man.
There you go. But you know what? Since you're the first one here, maybe let's start with Man City. And big up to the 186 people plus in the stream. Do me a favor. Please do hit that like button right now. Please do hit that like button right now. And let me know, bro, your boy Ederson is going to be the first topic of the day. I just wanted to get my mind off with the Saliba thing and the Gavardio stuff out of the way first. But why would I say Gavardio? I mean Hernandez. But this, bro, this must have been a gut punch to you, because I know how much you rate Ederson. Ederson looks like Al Nassr are ready to pay around 50 million over 2 years for Ederson. That's a ridiculous pay rise. Plus, they might be willing to even give you guys a 60 million pound transfer fee, 60 million euros transfer fee.
Keep talking for a bit. I got to take this call. Sorry, keep going.
This is actually crazy. This is actually crazy. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know in the comment section, do you guys think Ederson could actually leave Manchester City this summer? Do you see a possibility where Ederson could be headed out the door? As Jay comes in, big up Jay in the building. Jay, if you don't know, we're just talking about Ederson potentially leaving Manchester City to go to Saudi Arabia. Man could be getting paid 50 million over a 2-year contract. This is what they're talking about.
I mean, there's nothing else for him to do. Let's say he's like he's accomplished everything. He's got a hungry understudy who wants his shot as well. Like, for me, it's viable. From a logic point of view, I understand it from Ederson's point of view. I understand it from City's point of view. They've got an alternative. If the fee's good, because they're not gonna make it easy. That's the point. As in, like, it has to be a good fee worthy of Ederson's level and stuff. But
is Ortega ready to take over as the number one?
That's the question. I mean, I think with Ortega, you're gonna lose that the thing that Veta loves about Ederson and always bigs him up. Yeah, when that's what you're losing when Ederson goes. Ortega's a very good shot stopper. He's good with his feet. I don't think he's insane or anything with his feet. I think he's good. It's a lot different across a full season. You know, it's
bro, you don't seem that enthusiastic. You think if Man City lose Ederson, do you think that dramatic hit to the title hopes, or you think they're still going on?
I think it will affect. I think it will affect them a little bit. Yeah, I mean, it's not. He's the best in the world at a lot of that technical passing aspect of it. You can't just. It'll look different, but who's to say that City go with Ortega? Like, I know they've got him, but who's to say they don't think Diego Costa or something? Like, maybe they splurge on somebody as well, you know. So I don't. If they sell him and don't replace him with a strong goalkeeper right now, you'd have to say that the squad of goalkeepers that they've got is dramatically decreased in quality, you know?
100%. Do me a favor, guys. Hit that like button right now, and let's hear Vader's thoughts. Bro, your guy. What the guy you've said is one of the best keepers in the world.
Facts. The best.
He's the best keeper in the world.
The best. He's the best.
And you're willing to lose him.
First and foremost, let me say,
look at how his body language changed.
I need to say this because I don't know how much time we will have with Ederson, and I've always given him his flowers. He's going to be missed if he happens to go. He has been the best. There has not been a keeper, and honestly, if you want to talk about most important, most impactful signings under Pep, it is him. It has been Ederson. Before Pep came to the club and really officially did what he had to do, he told Joe Hart, I don't have a future with you. Like, it's not going to work. The type of keeper that I'm looking for, it isn't you, unfortunately. And Joe Hart has been a soldier for Manchester City. Some would say he's the best ever at Manchester City. Ederson, however, when he came year 2 under Pep, you saw what happened. Year 2 under Pep, Ederson's arrival, 100 points. The Centurions, the wins, the confidence, the ability to play the way we play, the whole, all of world football, all of England in particular, playing out from the back, showing patience, everybody wanting a keeper that's good at manipulating this, not just stopping it, not just putting their body in front of this thing, but being
Did we
able
ask
to.
for that?
Hey, stop it, Jay! I'm speaking right now. But to be able to distribute, to be able to distribute the ball
He's
and
giving us
keep
a
possession.
whole
Now,
backstory.
but this is why I rate Ederson so high. And for him to have to go, I am gutted. I am gutted if he chooses to go. But at the same time, at Manchester City, the philosophy is, if your head's turned, if you're now looking, we'll let you go. You find the business deal that makes sense for you leaving, for us having to deal with your vacancy, and we'll say farewell. But if the price isn't right, then you're going to remain. Now, no one can match what he's being offered right now. Oh, I know what you're about to get into.
The price is 60 million over 2 years wages. 60 million euros.
And apparently 600,000 a week.
And apparently you guys are, Man City are likely to ask for an excess of 30 million for Ederson.
That's cheap.
That's decent. We're asking more than that for
that's Aaron Ramsdale money.
For the world's best keeper, that is mad cheap. And if you go and you do your homework, I'm not so much doing this. I used to be an accountant for Manchester City. Now I'm more on the lawyers team. I'm more with regards to what's happening on law. But look at what he's getting. Ederson is grossly underpaid. If you want to talk about the other keepers in the Prem or even how he's underpaid at Manchester City. So I'm not going to begrudge him. I'm not going to be upset. He has delivered everything for me. If he's saying, yo, I got to go take the bag, I got to go look at generational wealth, and I got to say farewell, Ederson, I understand it. I understand.
Okay.
You will be missed, though, because
people in the chat, Vader,
Mm-hmm.
people in the chat, Vader, are giving you some suggestions. They're like, Diego Costa, the Portuguese goalkeeper, 65 million.
Oh. That's a lot of
I
money.
mean, is that your recency
People are saying,
hype?
does All Black play tennis? Is Alisson better than him?
Is All Black's passing good enough to play for City?
No, they're saying he's a better keeper than Ederson.
No one is the complete keeper like Ederson. Nobody.
Alisson is a complete
No,
keeper.
he's not.
Alisson's passing isn't as good as Ederson's.
He panics. He panics when he's trying to distribute this.
Yeah.
Then he suffered 2 errors, him and Van Dijk versus Arsenal this season. Nah.
Yeah, was that the one where when
him and Van Dijk ran into
Alisson kicked Van Dijk, right?
Yeah.
So what's your statement? Your statement is Ederson is the best keeper in the world.
I've been saying it.
You still believe it?
Ederson
is he?
To this day, yes.
Is he? I'd say. I mean, I think he's in the top 5.
I would say that's a hot take.
No, it's not a hot take. No, it's not.
I mean, the thing,
he's in the mix.
The one thing about City sometimes is that we do find that it's
all our players are underrated.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. City's players
no,
often,
they're not.
Yes,
they
are.
No,
they are. City's players
not all of these players. He's being
underrated.
ridiculous.
No, it is Igal, because the thing
look at how you guys treat David Silva when he was here. Look at how you treated him.
David Silva was treated like a king. What are we talking about?
No, he wasn't. No, he was disrespected.
Right. Listen, even me, I underrate David Silva. Yeah, he's excellent player, one of the best that we've seen in the Premier League. But even me, when we talk about players, City, because they haven't got the loudest fan base, the PR of the players is not as loud as it could be. If you consider that this team has won 5 out of the last 6 leagues, is the profiles for the majority of the squad at the level of a team that's won 5 out of the last 6 leagues?
Say 6 out of 7. Say 6 out of 7.
6 out of 7, sure. So to look at it like that, I think even Bernardo Silva is one of those players that he doesn't get mentioned, but then when you mention him, people are like, "Oh yeah, he's really good. He's great, Bernardo. What a great player." But we're not talking about him normally. So I get what he means in the terms of the players are underrated. Look at you, Igal. 3 weeks, Saliba, world class. Do you know what I mean? As in, it doesn't take long for fan bases
he's been doing it for months
to attribute quality.
He's been doing that for a year plus. Easy.
A year plus. Listen,
he's arguably been one of the best center backs in the world for well over a year now.
He just got into the conversation in terms of being considered. He's not the best or the
No,
best
because
over a
he's
year
been
now.
doing it consistently now at the highest level.
I got
Champions
come
League,
on. It didn't
Champions
take
League,
much for you to.
Euros,
The thing is
Premier League.
the threshold for a lot of teams, for certain teams and certain players, it's low. For certain teams and certain players, it's high. And I think City, the threshold
and to bring it back,
say this guy is really good.
And to bring it back, Ederson is going to be missed. Ederson has been the standard, the example of what you want in terms of a ball-playing keeper. And he came up clutch as much as others, rivals in particular, want to disrespect Ederson.
Yeah.
He's also the reason why we
What
won.
about Kevin De Bruyne?
But Veta, can I also add that Ederson, to an extent, was a pioneer? Because when Ederson first came to the Premier League, it wasn't as pronounced as it is now that goalkeepers are playing. Like goalkeeper ball player. He was almost a prototype.
He's generational. Is that what you're saying?
Now that have all of our teams that have ball playing goalkeepers, he was the original.
One second. Are you saying he's a generational player?
Pardon?
I wouldn't go so far as to say he was generational.
Based on what you're saying, you're describing a generational player.
We're describing a pioneer. We're describing an inventor.
We're just giving him his plot. We can move on to the next. We can move on to your new signing.
One last thing. I said this on Hussam Show yesterday. This is football. Is Ederson a Premier League legend for you?
Ooh.
I think he has 3 Golden Gloves, 6 Premier Leagues.
A Premier League legend?
Would you put him in the class?
I definitely
put legendary goalkeepers.
I think if you're looking at the best goalies to play in the Premier League in my lifetime, anyway, it would be like Schmeichel, it would be Cech, it would be Van der Sar, it would be Ederson, it would be Alisson. That's just off the top.
I know Courtois wasn't here very long.
If I missed somebody out, I apologize, but that's the 5 I would go with.
Yeah.
Schmeichel.
I might, I'd have to, because he joined in 2017.
But if you ask me, Mount Rushmore and one of those 5 goalies had to fall off.
No.
That would be hard.
Yeah, he's not top 4, but he definitely gets into thing. Do me a favor, guys. We got 170 of you guys on YouTube, and we got almost 400 total on Twitter and on YouTube combined. So please do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and of course, if you're watching on YouTube, Twitter, come join us on YouTube. Now, I just want to speak about this one a little bit quickly. Also, Kevin De Bruyne. I'm also hearing exits of Kevin De Bruyne. What's going on? You guys, all your best players, or like older players, are trying to leave now. They're like, we've done everything, we've seen everything. And if Kevin De Bruyne leaves, this is I would say even a bigger hit than Ederson.
If KDB leaves, that's a tremendous hit, because we saw the impact of not having him last season for 4 or 5 months, and then we saw his impact when he did return. Right, I think many would say the way things turned around with him and that super sub against Newcastle, and we all remember that pass over to Oscar Bob. Kind of kick things forward for us to continue to pursue the 4-peat. Losing KDB and Ederson in the same year would be mad. And last year was mad when we lost Gundogan and Mahrez. Like, it's the experience, it's the know-how, and same thing. I think KDB's probably looking at things like, I only got so many years left. There's only so many opportunities for me to make this much money. And unlike many of the other quote unquote great midfielders that have played in the Prem era, because they always want to compare him to the Lampards, the Gerrards, the Scholes, and so on. This man's done it all. He's done it all. He's won a 4-peat, which none of these quote unquote great midfielders have done. He's won a Prem, which some of these quote unquote great midfielders have not done. He's won the Champions League, but that 4-peat and treble in particular, he's like, they keep comparing me to Gerrard. I've done it all. Maybe it's time for me to take the paycheck. Maybe it's time for me to go at the height of where I can still be of impact in the next league that I go to.
And also,
but the money's not going to come from anywhere else other than the Saudi league.
Nah, but I think the thing with KDB
MLS?
is the money he's getting from Saudi is probably going to be like, maybe like double, but MLS money would still be very big for him as well. MLS would throw him a lot of money too. So for me, I think
it's not tax-free though. It's not tax-free.
I know, yeah. But there is an element of with KDB is, this season looks like it's going to be a slog. Like it's like you're looking at all the. I think not for KDB as a player, but in terms of if I'm a City player coming into this season, like you can see Arsenal will be hungry to try and do something. As in like this season for me, like I think this season for City they're gonna have to work hard. Like this season, just like they did last season.
No, Jay.
No. Hold on. No. But listen. My point is merely this. Yeah.
Your point's terrible because
it's not terrible.
It is terrible,
bro. It's not a terrible point.
Are you trying to tell me the City players are looking at this season like it's going to be a tougher grind than previous ones?
I'm not saying City players in general. I'm saying KDB at the age of 34, 35. Yeah, might look at this season like, like does he want to dip on the grind? That's my point.
Nah, I disagree. You know why?
Nah, go on. Listen, I love KDB. I'm the biggest KDB stan. I'm just looking.
No, you're not. No, you're not. I'm a City fan. So I'm already.
What you mean,
you're not a bigger KDB fan than me. What are you talking about?
What are we fighting over?
No. This man's trying to say I'm the biggest KDB fan. You're not.
I'm saying sometimes. What's it? Carragher says.
He is a big KDB fan.
Okay, but he's not. No,
I'm not saying it's gonna leave KDB, but this could be the one season where it's like, does he want to do it?
Bro, he could still get double digits coming off the bench.
I'm not saying that.
Let the City fans speak on KDB for a second.
Hey, listen, bro.
Jay is so long-winded.
Jay
is so long-winded. Let me get
towards him. We get
No. Listen, I'm gonna be very impartial, very objective, but I'm gonna look at it from a player standpoint. Because let's not forget, because I know rivals, and I'm not accusing you of this, Jay, but rivals will forget that KDB shares the assist record in the Prem. He doesn't hold it outright. And when we think of players' motivations, when we think of players' legacy, what they can still do, I think he knows that that's in reach. And the reason why he knows that's in reach is because, quiet as kept, Doku, the first year, freshman year, rookie year, that's gone. We know what City players have to deal with year one. Doku year two, I'm excited for that. He's excited for that. Savio, hey, it's going to be year one over at Manchester City, but Savio and Doku cooking on that wing. And if you haven't seen it on the timeline, there's some crazy compilations internationally as well as domestic in the Prem of KDB's assists that did not deliver in goals. This man's assist record should be like 100 plus. So I think he's looking at a season really excited. As your point, I get it. He could be like, I'm older in age. This is going to be a grind. But when he looks and he's like, oh, you got me playing with Haaland, Savio, and Doku, and you're telling me that that Grealish might be coming off the bench, and I still have Bernardo Silva.
But that's you looking at it.
No, that's the player looking at it.
No,
that's
but if you're KDB and you used to see Sterling, and you used to see Mahrez, and you used to see Gundogan, and now you turn around and you see Nunes.
Yeah, you're being disrespectful.
You see Doku, you see Oscar Bob. You might think to yourself, "Oi, get me to Saudi. I could chill on this. I could dip on this. Calm."
Saudi can be one more year later. Saudi will be there the same way.
Saudi will be there.
Yeah, Saudi's going to be there. If he wants to say one more year.
You want him to give you one more year.
Give me one more.
And then he's going to leave on a free. You're not going to get a penny.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
It's the least they can do.
He's been a soldier. He's been a great servant for the club.
That might happen.
We let David Silva leave.
I heard City wanted him to go to New York. I guess he told you guys to run up.
No, he's got his choice. We would never tell the player where to go. We would.
No, but you guys would encourage him to try to stay within the City group.
Yeah, but he can do Saudi, and then it's MLS. He can go there 2 years later. There's no rush. There's no rush.
All right, let's move on to the next thing.
We could even see him into Miami, run it up with Messi.
Let's move on to the next thing, guys. This has been going crazy, and I know Jay does his research because this guy was linked to Tottenham also. Calafiori, ladies and gentlemen. This guy right here, Riccardo Calafiori, green light to the move and contract with Arsenal, made direct contact with Bologna. Talks between the clubs have started. No issue on Calafiori's terms. Up to the club now. Arsenal are currently ahead. No bid from Chelsea so far. Now, let's begin with that last line. No bid from Chelsea so far. If you're Calafiori and you had a choice to go to Chelsea or Arsenal right now, honestly, guys, what would be the argument for him to go to Chelsea?
So my one point about Calafiori is like listen, I've not seen him loads. I've seen him what's it like a lot of the time in football, your first impression or your initial impressions of players, you carry them with you a lot. Do you know what I mean? It takes a lot for a player to wipe the stigma of how he first appears to you when he sees you. I think he's a good. I don't look at him as being somebody of the class of an Ake. I don't see that in him. But Ake wasn't the class of an Ake straight away. He needed seasoning. He needed developing. My thing is like I feel like Arteta has a fetish for left backs. That's how it comes across to me, because I feel like this is like the 7th left back that Arsenal have bought under Arteta. Yeah, like the 7th. Right?
But it's been a problem area, and we're trying to solve it.
But is it? But the thing is so you had Tierney, and then you had Nuno, you had Tomiyasu, you had Timber, Calafiori, Zinchenko. There's somebody else as well that I'm at Kyoto.
But wouldn't you say that's ruthlessness? Wouldn't you say this is what you want your team to do?
I would say that you are. I mean, obviously Timber's unlucky and stuff, and I don't really want to hammer this point home too much, but it's another player in this position. Timber barely played last season, you know. I'm assuming. I don't know how much better or worse he is than Zinchenko, right? That's the facts of the matter.
He's a lot better defensively. We know that.
Okay, he might be better defensively. They might look at him as a centre back. They might be rotating him more with Gabriel. A lot of the stuff when I see him play, right, it's always on the ball. Never really defensively. I'm not saying he's bad defensively, but I always, you know, when somebody talks about somebody on the ball and what they do in possession, rather than how they defend, how they approach tackles, how many duels they win, it always, not a red flag. I always think to myself, oh, okay, I need to check him out defensively, because the Premier League, bigger strikers, faster strikers, pace and tempo. I can't remember which player said it, but he says in the Premier League, you have to run and think at the same time. In other leagues, you can think then run.
Yeah.
But in the Premier League, you have to do both of them simultaneously. So I guess from my point of view, it just comes down to it seems like it's a decent signing. I thought he was a good player. I'm not sure is he going to go straight into the starting 11? Is he just straight in? Like, are you guys going to be lining up like City do? Okay, like with almost like 4 centre backs across the pitch.
1 second. Have we not done that for majority of last season?
Five now. There's only 3 of us, man. Like, do you know what I mean? You need a certain amount of like pacing out the point. Like, man just wants. All right, cool. Yeah, it's a great signing. Cool. Let's see you again.
No, but Jay,
why does it go to EL? Why don't I get it?
You sound like the guy who's like the rich get richer, or like you're just kind of annoyed. That's how it sounds.
No, because I like the signing for Arsenal. I didn't look at your team and think with Timber coming back, because the guy Timber hasn't even played.
But one thing you're not factoring in is Kieran Tierney has been told you can leave. Zinchenko has been told you can leave. And Cavior is Juventus's #1 alternative to Calafiori. So there's a situation where
a lot of players leaving.
We might be clearing the deck for him.
Well, you know one thing I've just popped into my head is like you wanted Lisandro.
Yeah.
You originally wanted Lisandro. And this potentially, you know, to be fair to Arteta, could be going back to the profile you wanted initially, even though you've spent like a lot of money on different left backs.
It was 35 million on Zinchenko. It was 20 million on.
You're welcome, by the way.
Thing. Yo, Egal Vader, I watch ice hockey games. Where is the best for me to go, bro? I live in the UK. I love the sport, man. Maybe go to a Maple Leafs and Canadians game, or go to Florida and watch. Go to Florida and watch the Panthers.
I want to watch.
Yeah, or come back
Well,
tomorrow
the
when
season's
Gal
over.
talks
No, but
hockey.
the season's over. But yeah,
Come back tomorrow when Egal talks hockey. That's funny. Anyways,
subscribe. We'll talk.
The Calafiori transfer is going to cost potentially, what is it, 50 million that they want, 50 million euros, which is going to be 45 million pounds. Arsenal are willing to pay that. Apparently, they're not worried to pay that. I think this is a statement signing in the sense that
What's the
statement is we already had one of the best defenses, and now we're solidifying a problem area in our defense, which was our left back. We didn't have a standout left back. We were chopping and changing so much. So a team that was already one of the best defenses going out there and improving their defense even more, everyone's standing back. They're like, you don't even need him. Now you're just greedy. That's what it seems like. So that's why I'm saying statement signing. He's 23 years old. He's one of those players who's sought after. And when was the last time you seen Arsenal go sign somebody who's sought after and try to beat a Chelsea or a Juventus to a signing?
Last season with Declan Rice. Stop it.
We did that with Declan Rice, but that's different because Declan Rice was one of the first ones where we're like, yo, this is the guy who we're going for. We're going to spend 100 million. Of course, this is like 50 million. 45 million.
Okay. All right.
It's a lot more affordable for a Juventus or a Chelsea. If we're hearing Arsenal's knocking and Juventus and Chelsea are walking out the door, that's very positive signs towards our recruitment going forward. It means Arsenal is an attractive proposition, and it's easier for us to get people in. And guess what? You don't always need to go sign the midfielder or the fancy striker. Sometimes you just need to improve the areas where you can improve on the pitch. By the way, guys, I have messaged Kaz. He said he's going to be with us in 5 minutes, and we're going to talk about United very soon. But before we get into that, just let's finish off this point. And people in the chat, do you guys think Calafiori will be an Arsenal player come the end of the transfer window? Let me know. Vader, continue.
So, I mean, it's definitely a sore spot for Arsenal with regards to the left back. So, City gave you Zinchenko 2 seasons ago. That was impactful. That was important. Obviously, you guys don't see it working well now, but at the time, you're happy for that. You mentioned the other left backs that have quite not worked out. I think Jay bringing up the question, I thought you guys had Timber. We don't know what kind of Timber you're getting back.
Naturally left-footed player.
I get it. And even with regards to, and I'm familiar. So with that addition to your squad defensively, you now have Raya. Have you signed Raya yet? Is that official, or is he still in the works?
Raya is officially signed today.
Okay, so now you got all that secured up. You got your Golden Glove. You got that pairing in terms of center backs. You got Ben White, who did his thing, and now you got potentially the left back. I think you have all what looks to be a very dominant defense. It's just who are going to be the role players now, and that's a good thing to worry about. Like if you got the starters figured out, and you're like, okay, who's going to do backup? Cool. I'm not hating on this too much. I think it's actually very good for Arsenal.
So Raya officially signed today, and they did all that Raya stuff where they go like, oh, he's here to stay, Golden Glove, permanent deal, blah, 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 blah. I'm not gonna lie to you, nobody cares.
Now let me ask you this though.
This deal, we've already known about this.
When
you know about something for so long, it's kind of like let it go. Yo, Iga, you want some mods in the channel? Yeah, I got a lot of mods, bro. But at this moment in time, I'm just not adding any more. But big up to you for asking. Hopefully, I can get you to become a mod in a bit. But I do have
Calafiori. Are you excited because of what he does defensively, or
I'm excited because of our defensive deficiencies in the left back could be solved with one major signing, and I'm saying because the left back position has been an area where we've been chopping and changing a lot last year. And if you look at the goals that we conceded, a lot of the goals that we conceded last year
brings you left back solidity, or
bro, think about the games that we lost last year. where we conceded those goals from and which area of the pitch they came from. For example, Aston Villa away came from the left-hand side. If you look at the West Ham game, I think it was a home or away.
No, I'm not going to do lazy
Zinchenko's
analysis
making
like
defensive
that.
errors leading to that goal. A lot of the times where we lost the ball high up the pitch, high up the pitch in our final third, it was because of a lapse in concentration from the left-hand side. And this will now not only give Gabriel Magalhaes more ability to move forward and progress with the ball, but it will also give us more solidity on that left flank. I do believe Timber might be an option also on the left side, but we don't necessarily want to have one decent option. At this moment in time, Zinchenko surplus his requirements. I don't think we're going to be playing with him much more. Timber is coming back from an injury. Kieran Tierney surplus his requirements, and he needs to be sold or gone. Nuno Tavares might end up at Ajax. He might end up at Ajax. I don't know what the hell they're doing at Ajax. And then Cavior is Juventus's #1 target. So we'll see. We'll see. Right now, if I was to say how likely is it that Calafiori joins Arsenal, I feel very confident. I would say 60-40, and the 40% being the unknown. But from what I'm reading and what I'm seeing Damasio, I'm seeing Fabrizio, I'm seeing all these people. I'm just waiting for David Ornstein. I need that David Ornstein bomber. That's what I need.
Okay. All right. You guys happy.
Let's move on to a little bit of the annoying stuff. Apparently Real Madrid want to sign my boy. And
they don't want to sign your boy, man. They don't listen.
Apparently Real Madrid are interested.
Egal. Listen, some clubs have actually made signings like Archie Gray. Some clubs have actually done stuff, yeah.
We're going to talk about Archie Gray right after this.
You don't need fajitas.com making up rumors. Didn't Saliba sign a new contract last year?
Okay, so for once we got a Tottenham fan bigging up Arsenal and actually saying the right stuff.
Did I pick you up? I don't recall.
For once.
No, but
listen, because we did give Saliba a new contract. That means he's going to be staying, right?
So listen, I'm looking at Saliba and saying, okay, if he's the profile that you think he is, those kind of profiles are winners, you know. So I'm not saying the same way that you guys used to put pressure on Harry Kane, saying he don't win at Tottenham. He needs to win trophies. He needs to be winning stuff, yeah? I'm going to flip that right back to you and being like, okay, this is 2 years now that Saliba's been playing with you, playing at a high level with no trophies, yeah? I don't think this Real Madrid link is doing much, but I think that if you look at a Saliba and you look at like a Romero and you look at these kind of players, next season, you know, I'll look at Spurs and be like, Spurs need to do something good. Otherwise, you know, what's he going to be saying? And I think Arsenal needs to be looking at, you know, winning keeps your players. I guess competing at the highest level can probably keep your players too, but no issue of trying to retain Saliba until, I don't know, maybe you're not winning something or you're not competing.
We're just talking about the Daily Mail. I'm not too concerned about it yet. I don't think it's something that
next year. He's gone next year, G.
Maybe in a year or two, but regardless, we're gonna probably lift up some silverware before then. That's the aim.
Not before Man United, I don't think. But Jay, like you said, winning keeps players, but you know, so like people because you're not winning nothing in it. Let's get one thing straight in it. So
I see you in Bilbao next year. Bilbao is the destination of the Europa League final. If people don't know.
Jay,
that's a little one for you guys.
Jay, I know you got a really nice shiny white teeth in it. Big up white gang. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but I was just gonna say this in it.
Who said that? I've never heard
if you're in a final with me, I swear on my life, I am not scared. And two, that means when you don't win, because you're not gonna win. Adoji, what are we saying? What price are you gonna give me?
You guys, what are you gonna listen? I'm a good guy. I don't want you to sack the IT guy because you're trying to get an extra £5 for your transfer kitty, Kaz. Like, do you know what I mean? I want to be polite. So I don't think the city of Manchester can cope with Sir Jim cutting 50% of the jobs because you want to put in a cheeky bid.
Actually, no. Correction. It's not 50% of the jobs. I believe it's a fourth of the jobs, and that's roughly about that because we have overstaffed in the commercial aspect of side of things. They're not needed.
But okay, that's fair enough, Cats. But if the Glazers, imagine if the Glazers chop 25% of the workforce.
But I think it's easier to see. You know what the maddest thing is? Yeah, this is how I know the difference with Glazers and why they're not staying is because why is someone that's only got sporting control, got so much control over the commercial side of things and stuff? Hey, and the thing is, and we all know anyways, in the next 2.5 years, like Glazers will have the option either they stay or they sell out in it, kind of thing. And obviously, if you don't know, anyways, with the whole Glazer stuff, they want to make their money in it. And if Sir Jim needs to prove to them he can make money and keep the thing shipped and blah blah, make them their money naturally rather than just going paying it off with Ineos P's. Do what you got to do, man, because business is business at the end of the day.
Oh, Kaz,
we're gonna get into Man United next.
Sad, Kaz.
You can't. But I know this is gonna bit thingy beyond a little bit, but I'm just saying, like, bro, with the shit show that Man United, you can't start trying to, manipulate the argument about people getting sacked for their jobs because in the first place they probably should never have had that job because look at the mess we're in. Because, bro, when you're overstaffed, bro. It is what it is, isn't it? It goes to show you're running a bad ship and you're going down. The ship's going down.
So you're justifying the sacking.
You say they're overstaffed, yeah.
What? Yeah, if you're overstaffed and the thing is they've done their audits. Yeah. They brought in people that know their stuff when it comes to business. I think
they didn't even pay for half your people to be able to get to Wembley and stuff.
They
done their audits. Their audits are like, yo, you're just on the floor. No more
250 people.
Yes, so. Yeah, bro. The thing is, I'm not. Look, we're doing a business.
Your neighbors in Manchester. You're just saying so.
So what? Like, bro,
these guys are so cold in the comments as well.
So what, bro? If you need to run it, look, it's harsh, isn't it? People are going about jobs, but I'm not here to care about what man's jobs are about and all this kind of stuff. That's not my. There's business is business. I'm talking on a footballing aspect and the business aspect. Unfortunately, because of the inept, business-minded people that the Glazers are and who control the ship, unfortunately, they've let people run away with this for too long. If anything, it's been. I think you'd probably be lucky to even have a job at Man United at that point because why were you spending so much on that side of things when you never needed it? They've said it in souls. There's so much middlemen there that you're not even needed.
Okay, do you remember,
the fact is, wait, one second. Hold on, wait.
Like, remember when Elon Musk bought Twitter? Yeah, and everyone's like, Elon's like, hey, you don't need all of these people to run Twitter properly. And then fast forward a few months later, you're like, oh shit, that person actually had a pretty important.
You know what's funny? Don't talk about that when Levy nearly didn't even wanting to pay people around COVID.
Listen, I'm not one for deflection. I'm just focusing on
guys. You guys have gone so far off.
Bro, I'm just trying to explain it.
We gotta have this.
When staff,
we gotta corner Taz at another time on this one.
When staff are actually parking in executive like car parking positions and whatnot, says how much privilege has been over at Man United, bro. Like bro, this ain't fucking NHS, bro. We're not here to just give out jobs for the sake of giving out jobs.
Now he's bantering. You're not being
I'm being dead serious.
You think 250 people?
So what? Normal. But how about this? When someone takes over a business, shit gets changed.
Yeah,
so if you've got an old regime,
not necessarily
but you didn't start there. No, you're
falling for the okie doke.
No, you're trying to make a more. No, you know what you're doing here. You are trying to look because Jay knows what he's doing, and I can see it. No. The thing is, Jay's smart enough. Yeah, and yes. I'm putting you, man, down. Yeah, you're trying to throw a moral argument at man to think like I need to feel bad about this, bro. It's a shame. Go get a new job, innit? It's as simple as that.
You should have just said that from the beginning.
I did. You tried it. I told you this ain't the NHS, bro. This ain't UNICEF.
Nah, but saying this ain't the NHS, you're making it seem like these jobs are handouts. They're doing work.
Bro, Man United have been given handouts for the last 15 years. What are we doing?
But haven't you guys still been turning over? You guys have still been showing profits. So it's not like they're not.
You know what I mean?
Right? It's not like they've been.
Oh,
bad.
yeah,
Don't let them lie to us.
If you wait, we already know, and Jay's a smart, and you know this, Jay, as well. When it comes to reports and stuff, Man United is not making nowhere near enough the amount they should be making compared to the size of the club to call it the biggest club in the world for 1 year, and two, yeah.
You start it's like.
You know what is it? You know what is? I can name bare points about this, but I can't get over the fact that you painted your nails white.
I
My nails aren't white. These are my natural nails. What are you doing?
Brother, is it because I've got paint white nails?
It's the lighting.
It's the lighting. I was gonna say, I can't like it. It was at that point. It was putting me off. I was like, wait, why is the white nails shining in my face like that?
You're right. It is kind of
threw something.
Let's quickly get to the Man United transfer stuff.
Okay, Man United.
Because we've gone on a crazy tangent. Let's bring it back.
Yeah.
We're just gonna forget about the Saliba stuff because that's not really relevant right now. Let's go to Ten Hag. Ten Hag. The new, no surprise, Ten Hag's gotten a new deal. Is there even a point of really mentioning it?
Wait, you know what? Is it a new? Because I'm conflicted, because
he got 1 year extension.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not a new deal, then it's just an extension.
No,
that's still 2 more years.
That's what I was trying to work out, mate. Is it a new deal or is it the exit? Look, I've triggered a +1 option already.
Yeah, but they negotiated because they had to negotiate because essentially some power was taken away from him. So it is a new deal, and I'm sure they probably set different benchmarks for him for this extended year because he can't. I would assume he can't continue doing what he did last season. You can't finish where you finished. Yeah, you got a trophy, but you can't continue doing that. So they probably added some new wording.
I agree.
You're on mute, Jay. You're on mute, Jay. Jay, you're on mute.
No. That was the best segment
I was gonna. I know.
ever given on Vibe 6 history. That's the best Jay's ever said.
But listen, Veta, I like you very much, Veta. And you did downplay a little bit of, they won a trophy. They won it in quite spectacular style by beating the champions at Wembley. Like, it was a big... Listen, I don't even want to big up United, but that was a big win for them. And obviously, that saved his job, yeah? And now United... I told you, United fans are very excited at the moment. I said to Egal the other day, I went on Twitter. They've got their football operations team in formations. You know what I mean? It's got like Dan Ashworth on the right wing. Do you know what I mean? Like,
my bro,
you're talking about people on Twitter doing those combined 11.
Viv was the DM, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So listen, my thing is, it's amazing to what, and United fans have been starving because I'm watching this and I'm saying, surely this fan base isn't getting this excited about just normal football operations.
Yeah, we are
being hired.
Because have you not heard Mr. Structure had a party? They have a structure now.
Well, no, but the thing is like what it is because it's to me, it's confirmation bias. And what I mean in this context of confirmation bias is that United over the years have been hiring people into these positions. Yeah. You might not like the people they've been hiring.
No, we haven't.
But they've been hiring them.
We haven't. We haven't. They fired a quarter of the staff to hire some of the structure.
Who's in charge of football transfers previously?
Bro, so basically, let me break this down to you. Yeah. Right, Ed Woodward, after David Gill left and everything, every position, sporting director, negotiations, until Matt Judge came and he got sacked now, and all that kind of stuff. Bro, Ed Woodward was doing a lot of jobs in one. That was the issue. He was doing
your scouting.
No.
United have all these great scouts. Who's doing all these scouting?
This is what I'm saying, bro. Ed Woodward was doing he was doing everything commercially and tried to do the sporting side of things. And that was the annoying thing because that's why things are so slow and overpaid because he didn't know what he was doing. It was only until he left that instantaneously Richard Arnold and who's the other guy? Richard Arnold. I can't remember his name now because Richard Arnold came in, and then John Murtough came in, and then. But again, they're not footballing people; they're business people. They were part of that all, and that's the only time we got some sort of director of football and everything.
I like how the Glazers are moving. They're making things in a positive.
Fair enough.
They are.
I thought you had some of these.
The Glazers. No, let's get one thing straight. Glazers are not fixing nothing. This is they're not, bro. Ineos are doing all of that. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's what I said.
Glazers basically the deal is
don't fall for that.
No, it's not because
The
bro,
Glazers
it's-
aren't doing shit, bro.
bro, were you on the?
They
what are
don't
you on
run the
about?
club anymore.
You think the Glazers
What?
with 60% ownership are not
All right,
doing
if you
anything?
got this is what I say, yeah. When people, the internet's free, yeah. Go check contracts, go read up a little something and everything. The whole point of shares and whatnot, the Glazers have got technically they're just a figurehead, a bit like the Queen, just a figurehead. There's no real power there. That's the way it's looking like. They want their money. The deal that was given is that obviously he gives a certain amount to go get their Class B shares. And I don't want to stay on this for too long because it's boring. I want to talk about transfers, yeah. But over the next 2.5, because at that point it was 3 years, they will make all their money that they wanted for Manchester United, which what was their quote, about 6 billion or something like that, through obviously through the over time, through Ineos keep paying them. That's the idea, and they'll give over control of the club because they want out. They're trying to make new deals, which they just got rejected by over in America for trying to claim big teams. This is what I'm trying to say. The amount of you don't want to be in denial. These are actually facts, bro. And that's the thing.
I've never known anyone to give up the golden goose. And
yeah,
that's
but the
what
thing
you're
is,
telling me the Glazers are about to do.
But the thing is, the golden goose was not really the golden goose. Remember, we're in like 650 to 700 million of debt. That's why Ineos have to shift something down. There's more than just that stuff. The reason why they need to give it up and why Sir Jim Ratcliffe is a billionaire and a self-sustained billionaire and continues and has a multiple thing is because no, but you
I've never seen him so good.
You can't have co-ownership in Mercedes. You can't have co-ownership in Mercedes and all these other businesses and to say that you're not successful. He knows what he's doing clearly. Glazers are not really business people like that. They just have to take advantage of a situation like they did before.
Let's talk about
new training ground. Look, new training ground, stadium. All of it.
Listen, these men are coming to save us. They're here to save us.
So the thing is, you can't say and tell me right now that Man United don't have competent people, whether it's my man that used to be at Juventus at the top right now, that's obviously got a part-time role in making sure and overlooking everything.
Let me try to understand.
Manchester United would have paid 80 or 90 million for Braithwaite and never would have went for De Ligt.
This is what I'm trying to say. The thing is, you need to see proof of all of this more than just me or words, right? But you can't say that Man United's going to be acting like they're doing before when it's kind of clear to you that they're putting people in footballing positions for the first time in over 20 years, bro. The thing is, Veta doesn't want to believe it because you've got a year left. You've got a year left. No, you don't want to believe it because you've got a year left. Veta, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't after a year, we won't see, or 2 years, we won't see Veta for a few years, and then YouTube will be moved on by then. People will be gone, and Veta will be claiming Man United. That's I would not be surprised.
Oh wow!
Miguel, do not say.
Wait, 1 second. Just to be clear. No. He thinks Man City is gonna fall apart after this year.
I didn't say they're gonna fall apart. They're just not gonna.
To me, they won't.
They're never gonna fall apart. But there's Infinity Stones. Tiki retiring. Yeah, exactly. Tiki retiring. KDB leaving finally, bro. You know, Pep stepping down, bro. It don't matter what they get and who they get. Yeah, it's just not gonna be Pep.
Let me say all this real quick before we transition over to the next combo. Whoever ends up being my next manager, there's no changing loyalties for this guy right here. And whether it's Twitch, whether it's playback, whatever platform, it doesn't have to be YouTube, you'll find me. I'll still be speaking on my club. But I'm going to say this, because Kaz is telling me in a couple years' time, the Glazers are going to say bye-bye to owning Manchester United. Yeah. I will be there on your channel, Kaz, to talk about it if it does not happen in the next 2 years.
I don't mind. It's 2.5.
They're not going anywhere.
2.5. 2.5.
Anywhere.
But that's the contract. But that's the contract, though. The thing is, like I said, Glazers can literally. I don't know what the verbal agreement. No one ever knows what verbal agreement is because it's not on paper, right? It's whatever's written down, and you can go scour it however you wish, and whatever information is fed. So you can go do that yourselves. But the Glazers could literally say, no, we're going to keep it. And Jim Ratcliffe, you're out. That's what they can actually do in the end. But the thing is, I think he's got enough established relationship. I don't think Jim's going to come in to start doing all this stuff, trying to do up the projects for the stadium, for the, the training complex, and trying to actually make Man United more self-sufficient and debt-free with just to say, yeah, fuck off in the end. I don't think so. And this is what I'm saying. Remember, Glazers are rich by liquid assets. Jim Ratcliffe is actually rich by cash. That's the difference.
God. All right. My God. This is great.
Business is business.
I know we need to move on again.
But people.
The thing is that I've never seen. I've never seen
gas going.
Listen, I didn't see not even gas. It's like These
Cass,
motherfuckers bought 25% of United. Just 25%. Like,
yeah, but that's what
they get to run the whole club.
Imagine if they took over United. Kaz would be like Appendix 1, subsection 6. Yeah, the Glazers have done this. And listen, I appreciate that you like the competency that they brought in. Wilcox, Barada, Blanc, all these people, yeah. But at the end of the day, yeah.
Wait 1 sec. I know Ratcliffe has assets, by the way. Obviously, Ineos and Mercedes, but I'm saying he's actually got cash as well. But the thing is, you're not trying to use.
Let me find the link.
Use your own cash. People think that 8 billion.
Right, guys, once
my cash.
I've let this go on for so long. Let's go to transfers, and let's not get on the crazy tangent where we're going to start looking at people's net worth. Jay, allow it, please.
No, I'm not talking about.
What are you searching up, Jay? Let's keep
it moving.
I mean,
we're gonna talk about
Ineos's performances in charge of sporting organizations. That's what I'm looking at. But you can
let me get to the transfers for Manchester United. So apparently Bayern Munich are willing to accept a deal of 35 million plus add-ons for Matthias de Ligt, which seems very affordable. If I'm not gonna lie, that's crazy. 34 million. That's ridiculous. Then you got obviously Joshua Zirkzee. You guys are gonna look at him next week also, and his deal seems to be affordable also. Kaz, what do you think of your potential signings?
Dope. The thing is, I'm not gonna sit here and just gas up Zirkzee. I'm gonna be consistent. Jay, you already know my take on this. I don't know much about him. I saw one game of this brother. Yeah, and he scored in it, and he was very good in it. He was very good. Actually, even at Calafiori, they were all quite. Belonging looked like they had a. I don't know. It was quite impressive. I'll be real, but I'm not going to sit up here and say he's going to come to the Prem. He's going to hit the ground running or wherever it is. But if he's the profile that's been targeted, and that's what you're going to have to bring in, because I'd rather Ivan Toney. I mean, how many times I've said vibes on the 6th? I want Ivan Toney. Bare times, right? I'm not going to say it, but if he's I know he's different from Højlund, and I heard that his link-up play and all that stuff is crazy and good. All right, cool. It might suit him. It should suit a Rashford a lot more. It should suit a lot of players a lot more. Bruno Fernandes even. So that suits that. But the thing is, it's beyond that. It looks like a good profile. The Ligt, though, I'm sold on it. Like, for that, the price that they're asking for, people want to downplay it like he's some bum. But he's not a bum. He's still a top centre-back. He's just not an elite centre-back for me. He's just a top centre-back. And for 34 million to get a top centre-back that's experienced in the Champions League, right? No, he's won in the countries he's gone to more enough. It's enough for me, man. It's enough.
I think he's good,
but he can't be. Bro, that's who I want.
Ugarte is the one I'm looking at, and I'm saying, why are PSG willing to let him go so quickly?
Yeah,
that's the guy I'm excited at.
Because the thing is, they got Vitinha in that position, and Ugarte would want to play football. He's having a good Copa America right now. Actually, he's having an extremely good Copa America right now. He just hasn't been favored by my man, and which is fine. Look. Another person shits another man's treasure.
Could he just not be up for scratch?
Do you want to know what? Well, just quickly with Ugarte, he reminds me a little bit
of Lucas Torreira.
No,
hell no.
Of Højbjerg at Tottenham, Ugarte at PSG. He's a good player, but his skill set and deficiencies are being exacerbated by the style of play that the manager wants to do. So because he's not a pass and move, super technical player, you're playing in a Luis Enrique team, you're going to look crap. Do you know what I mean? You're going to look bad in that team. Similarly with Højbjerg in an Ange team, you put these players in teams that are less purely, looking for that technical side of it. But I guess that indicates that if United sign him, they're not looking to be an overly technical side next season.
But not
because
really.
They are looking to be a technical side, and they sign him. It shows they're misprofiling the player. So it's one or the other. You're either not going to be technical next season, or you've misprofiled Ugarte.
You couldn't be even more wrong if you wanted to be wrong, yeah. And I'll tell you why. You don't need a DM or 6. The perfect 6 don't exist. If you got a 6 like a Viper, great. He's a dictator. But the thing is, he's not the most physical, and also he's quite. I don't know about his mobility. You're not going to get a Rodri. Nowhere, anywhere near, anywhere soon, bro. The thing is that Ten Hag has always played with destroyers, bro. People that get about the pitch quicker. If not, they make their known presence. Whether it's Scone, or I think he's how to say Scone, or whether it's Alvarez, up to, or even use Veltman in that role before. The thing is, you got Kobe to do
Velman's
that.
very technical.
The thing is, I feel like the way my man's going about it right now, Ten Hag, and the recruitment is they want to play good football. That's easy to see. Cool. You don't need three technical midfielders to dominate a game. Let's be real. There's going to be a weakness in there. You can't have the perfect players all the time unless you're City or something like that, right? But what I'm looking at is like I feel like he's trying to build a 2019 Ajax side, the 4-2-3-1. You got Kobe. He can do the Frankie De Jong role. Let's be honest. Let's not cap. You know, you got to have to get. Yeah, he can, bro. Kobe. If not, Kobe's a little bit different, but he can do that role. He can carry the ball.
Has he got the engine?
A lot of Kobe's got good engine, to be fair. But the thing is, But the thing is, I can see why he doesn't want to overplay a minute because at the end of the day, it's miles in the legs. At the end of the day, innit? The only issue with me right now is probably the attacking mid spot, which I don't know in it because unfortunately, the only thing I can think of Donny van der Beek and Bruno, what they're silent at is the shadow kind of runs in it. You want to go get another centre back so you can build up play differently. Anana, we just got a new goalkeeping coach as well. So obviously, it's like, and when you look at the low.
There's a lot of additions. Are there any rumored exits? Are there any rumored departures?
McTominay's wanted by a lot of clubs.
What's going on with Sancho?
Honestly, Arsenal fans, stop getting in your head that we'd accept a 60 million bid for Rashford. Please just stop. Honestly, sometimes you lot live in your own shit.
Who said that?
No, people online when I was just like on Twitter, like there's a few
million for Rashford.
We'd never accept that. That's
what? 70 million and I'm there.
Because what people say.
And my people call your people.
I don't know what people are saying.
Your people ain't got that sort of money to spend, unfortunately. They like 65 millions and 50 millions.
We got money for Rashford.
Arsenal have money to blow.
You got the money, but you're not gonna spend it.
We're just gonna try to find opportunities. We're not gonna go and spend money on the obvious signings.
Yeah, I know, but like I said, I feel like we're looking at a new left back. We're going to look at 2 new centre backs. Right back area, we'll see what backup. But Delo's got that spot. You know, he's looking at Ugarte, which is a destroyer, and I think another one because McTominay is now rumored to leave. Eriksen's already gone, so Casemiro is going to be rumored to gone. Is going to be going as well. So that's more wages and stuff like that. They're clearly looking at some sort of right winger, if not a winger. I don't know if that's going to be a priority.
Did you see this?
Ahmad's
apparently conversations with Rashford.
Yeah, I see that. Ahmad apparently has now got the nod that he's going to be the guy that's going to start on the right hand side. You know, and you got Zirkzee, a different kind of profile, which is a bit of a mix of a 2019, a little guy that can play false nine, like a Tadic, if you could say. Anyways, the whole point is, I feel like the technical levels, you don't need a DM to be technical. So you're going to do destroy and just do the basics. Fine. I don't believe that midfield convinces me to dominate a midfield in a game, though. You're going to be relying on your centre back build up play and hopefully your wingers or striker to do a lot of the work for it. So, and I don't like that because that's why I say the anomaly right now is Bruno Fernandes because he's not press resistant and it kind of annoys me. But anyways, like I said, I like what we're profiling right now. Every deal that we're looking at is between 30 and 40 million. Calm.
Okay.
Fair.
All right. Sir
Anyways, guys, do you guys got anything else to say on Man United before we move on to the final couple?
Yeah, we're cooking. And if you want Rashford for a rival, it will cost you 100 million minimum.
It's so funny. It's so funny, Kaz, because I know I haven't heard you slandering this man for 1 year straight for you to be asking for that amount of pound sterling. Like, do you know what I mean?
No.
I've been praising this. I've been trying to defend him.
I'm not saying what I asked for.
Listen, if you
guys got that wrong.
Listen, how much? At 80 million.
No, you're not going to get him.
Okay, well, how much you want for Rashford?
No,
right now,
what I want. All right.
Off the season he's just had.
We're talking Rashford, yeah. I'm not saying what I'm accepting. I'm saying I already know what the club would accept, especially when you got someone like Dan Ashworth in your director of football.
How much?
Bro, the same man that was quoting.
You're not saying 100 million.
Wait, bro. Hear me out. The guy's got 4 years left on his contract.
Okay, that's your fault. That sounds like
wait. But that's the reason why he'd cost more on an arm and a leg, yeah, because he's got a long contract as it is. If you want to tempt it away, it's not like Man United.
On the flip side, wouldn't you want him out of that contract because you've got to pay him for that amount of time?
No, because not really, because people need to understand. Rashford came from the academy. He's totally free. He didn't cost them.
Yeah, he's gonna be
40, 50 million. He's still profit. The money's not an issue when it comes to Rashford. That's why no fans care about it too much. Anyways. One sec. Don't cut me off because this guy needs to understand. You fans need to understand, yeah? He's got 4 years left on his contract. He's English. and he's got obviously England international caps and goals. Yeah, not only that, he's a poster boy of Manchester United. He's a mank from the academy, and last of all, he's very, very marketable. If you, in your right minds, think that Man United would accept 60, 70, 80 million, you've lost your damn minds. You lost your minds.
Let's move on. Second last topic. Jay's moment to speak, but honestly, I don't know nothing about Archie Gray to be giving input.
How about that Akubra? If I'm talking shit, you know you can just fuck off, innit? By the way, you know you can fuck off. I'll do it for you. So which one do you want it? You want to be the shit, or do you want to get? Or you don't want to be the shit that gets kicked? Choose.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's keep it moving. What are you saying, Jay? Tell me about this kid.
The thing with Archie Gray, is that I was saying this before. Like a lot of players, so many good players now. Like there's just so many good players, and I find it funny when I go on Twitter or social media or in my group chats, and my friends like in my group chats, they're quite specific. Like we ain't gassing up no crazy random Eredivisie players or anything like that. But if you're gonna get ratings, you're gonna get ratings. But I find it so interesting that like these younger players now, this is the 4th or 5th largest transfer fee for an 18-year-old in history. Yeah, in history. So to me, I'm expecting some generational stuff. I'm not gonna lie, because if you're paying the 4th or 5th biggest transfer fee for an 18-year-old in history, then he better be doing some top 10 18-year-old shit when he gets on the pitch. Do you see where I'm coming from? Now, I don't necessarily expect him to hit the ground immediately running. It's a long-term investment. But I think a lot of clubs, you look at this Real Madrid model of trying to buy the very, very best, between the ages of sort of 18 to 22. Just the very best players, ideally with like experience and stuff. Archie Gray is one of these players where it's like he's a modern, I think he could be a modern 6, but his dribbling is good. It's like very good. He's 6'2", technically very, very good. He can run all day. He can play inverted right back. We play with inverted fullbacks. So when Porro plays, Porro ends up spending a lot of time in the center of the pitch, almost played it as a pseudo central midfielder. So Archie Gray played 30 games.
Wait. Go back to that. What did you say? As a what type of midfielder?
Pseudo.
What the fuck is a pseudo midfielder?
Pseudo, as in like SPSEUDO, like a
partial,
not genuine. So pseudo,
if no one is, I'm telling you now, 99% of people in this chat right now ain't got a notion, including myself.
I think people got it.
Bro, you might
be 1%. Football. He's got a smart.
Yeah,
chat.
He's got a good audience.
No one knows what a pseudo is.
Exactly. Trigger gets it. Yeah. Inverted pseudo. You know what I mean?
What the hell? Look, he just triggered and said, "What the fuck is that, bro? What is a pseudo? Let me know what a pseudo is, because I don't even think that's a
pseudo.
That's not even a football manager.
You know what it was?
Manager, bro.
I didn't do the hand gesture.
It's true.
When I do the hand gesture, you completely get what I mean.
How do you spell pseudo?
Pseudo right back. See, makes so much more sense.
Is it XPO?
He said X.
P.
Robert said XP. Man said XP.
One second. Is it SU?
PSEUDO.
Silent P.
Yeah. Bro, he said an X at the start before, man. Now he's changed it.
No, I didn't say an X. It's pseudo.
XP. He said XP.
The P is silent. Pseudo.
So what is a pseudo midfielder? What's a pseudo?
No, so it's
not. Listen, guys, we've gotten so.
Like a real...
No. Can he educate me? I want to be educated right now. If I have the opportunity to be educated of a type of midfielder that I could potentially use in the future, educate me.
Okay, so in terms of I'm looking at it so pseudo means it's not, it's almost like masquerading. So
like a John Stones, like a John Stones.
Masquerading. It's like a sham. It's not real.
You're on mute, Miguel. You're on mute.
How do you spell pseudo?
PSEUDO.
Interesting.
Never using that in when it comes to football. That's not football
like
vocabulary,
like a John Stones playing into the midfield.
Exactly. It's just like if you look at it, it's like false, pretended. So it's like false, pretended, unreal.
Bro, if you told me man's a Mazzala or you say someone along them kind of roots of them Latin words there, I would understand a little bit more. But when you're trying to tell me pseudo, bro, if it's not even pseudo, how am I ever gonna know this?
Do you see what I mean? Like it's like basically I was just saying he's playing as an inverted fullback, but like pseudo midfielder. Anyway,
okay.
So it sounds like a midfielder.
So just to get it straight, just 1 second, just to get it straight. Joshua Kimmich is like a pseudo.
Man said, "Hey, brother, you want to talk about GCSEs?
When Kimmich plays as a right back, he's playing as a pseudo
get your GCSEs up. Get your GCSEs up. I'm not having that. Oh, I'm not joking. Vishal, get your GCSEs because I swear, I guarantee my wife will you. I guarantee. Don't ever try to insult my intelligence. Are you nuts? Are you nuts, bruv? Anyways,
okay.
Man said,
get them up.
The FM positions.
Bro, I've never heard of pseudo, because you don't need it in vocab, bro. I even got an A in English. That's the maddest. I'll got an A in English literature and B in language. It is what it is, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know what pseudo is. Never even used it. Not even of mice and men. I wouldn't even know what that word was, bro.
I wouldn't know how to use it in a sentence. Anyways, guys, Jay, you're finished with your Archie grade point?
I just to wrap it up, like I just think he's got like a lot of upside. He's obviously a very talented midfielder. Like when I was asking Leeds fans, I tried to ask some Leeds fans what they think about him. Some of them think he'll do Bellingham stuff. Some of them think he's better than Wharton. Nobody doesn't think he's going to the top. There wasn't one fan that I spoke to who didn't think he was going all the way.
I got the same for Ben White when they spoke about Ben White. So I trust Leeds fans. They have got a good eye. Yeah. They're not bad. Good eye for talent. Just to give you guys a quick update on how we did in the knockout phases. Look at this. We did pretty good. Spain, Georgia, Germany, Denmark, Portugal, Slovakia, France, Belgium. We got those. We messed up with Romania, Netherlands.
I wasn't on this show. There's no way I was on the show.
You were on the show.
Of course you were.
I was not on the show.
Yeah, you were. Stop this.
You guys overruled me.
We picked Austria over Turkey. And then we went on to go pick Austria over Romania.
Yeah, you guys overruled me on the Turkey one.
Yeah.
And then England over Slovakia and Switzerland. So now
not bad at all.
We have England beating Switzerland. We still agree?
Yeah. I heard Southgate's gonna strip up the whole lot and go again. We're gonna
now that it's changed to Netherlands versus Turkey. Who do you think is gonna get to the semifinals?
Wait, what?
Because we were wrong, we can't change it. It's too late. But between Netherlands and Turkey, who are you picking?
No, Netherlands. The Turkey. Demiral's the goal scorer is out apparently. So he's definitely gone, man. He's gone, man.
All right. So you're saying, the goal scorer was the center back. You know that, right?
Demiral. No, he's not. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. He's out.
That was crazy though. I didn't know what the hell he did to get a ban. France, Portugal. We actually picked Portugal to beat France.
I can't lie. France are, you know what? Both of them are cheats, yeah. But I wouldn't be surprised if France win this on penalties either. But if you had to tell me which way I'm gonna go, Cristiano Ronaldo needs to be dropped so badly. Ooh. It's unreal. But I think Portugal might have this. You know what it is? It's that Diogo Costa, even on penalties, I still might. I don't know about you, man, but I just don't believe in France in it. I just don't. I really don't. I think their midfield is weak. I think
this is what they do all the time, Kaz. They're always in this situation where they're leaning on their defense when they have such a great attack.
Mbappe's gonna have to wake up at some point, so it's gonna be.
But then we can say the same.
No better time,
man. I hear it, but I just
even Portugal. They're not that convincing. Portugal.
They're not.
But at least they score goals.
I did like what I saw on that right wing. That right wing for Portugal's cooking.
Like I was watching Portugal today, and when there's no what? Come on, guys, have we been watching the same tournament?
Yeah, they've both been cheeks, let's be real.
No, but France have been better though. They've been like Portugal.
France have been solid defensively.
Portugal just haven't looked. Do you see the amount of times we all acting like we didn't see Sesko fluff his lines to put him out?
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
But even
Like,
who did France? Who did France?
They'd be
A Patriot. What do you mean a
Denmark?
What do you mean a Patriot?
No, it wasn't
Basically,
Denmark.
you support your country.
It was
a
late.
lot.
It was late. It was Belgium.
Damn straight, man. They don't mean you're patriotic or nothing like that. It's just I support
That's
my
a little
country.
bit wild. He's like, what do you mean by that?
Look at Vader with the Canada in the background.
Yeah,
You guys are still in the. You guys are still in the.
Yeah, we're still in the.
Yeah, we're
I
gonna
mean,
talk about that in a second. Maybe.
Well, you're basically out, but yeah.
No.
We
There's
can
no
we can
basically.
beat Venezuela.
Yeah,
of course.
I don't think you can.
No Mexico,
All right, what
no
about-
United States of America.
Do we still agree with this though? Spain, Germany.
Spain,
I can't call it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not calling it.
I don't know.
We
can't
predicted
call it.
Germany.
I don't know.
Yeah, Kai Havertz is going to show up. He's going to show up.
The way you said that sounded like a banter.
I think Germany have got. You know what? I think Germany have got the firepower for it.
They got also Nagelsmann. The way he switched things up to make it more balanced last time, it was a killing, bro. It was a killing.
And finally, I'm actually happy to see America get knocked out because the way these people were talking shit afterwards online is hilarious. I seen one lady lose her shit and start saying Canada made it out of the groups and America didn't. This is an embarrassment. We can never let Canada be better than us at anything.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think Venezuela's. I don't know what it is, man. But I just feel like they're gonna be even like I know they got Rondon, Cadiz. They got that what's it called as well? That Herrera.
Regardless, we're gonna end up facing Argentina.
You're not going through, man. I'm sorry, man. Not with that coach. Not with that coach.
We'll get stopped by Argentina, but we're beating Venezuela.
You're not.
No.
What you saying? Vader, give me a take on the whole tournament. What'd you think? One goal and somehow we made it out of the groups.
Hey, one goal, clean sheets. Listen, of all people, Igal, you can appreciate a clean sheet, a defensive masterclass. You know, Arsenal doing that against Manchester City. You know what I mean? So for
Man United versus Man City, yeah.
For what Canada had to do, we handled business. Jonathan David, I think rumored to a few of your clubs, potential striker. Spurs, hey.
Don't worry. Listen, I'm just wondering if David can hold out until the end of the window, great. Otherwise, his ass will be at like AC Milan or West Ham.
Yes, I am.
I'm looking at this Ivan Toney now. I'm
God.
I'm starting to say, that deadline day, Ivan Toney joins Tottenham Hotspur.
I see it.
You know what I'm saying, boys?
We did speak about Calafiori earlier. You can just check back. I've done numerous videos on him, so we have spoken about it. But yeah, that's it for today, guys.
Juventus plan to sell Chiesa.
Who?
Juventus want to sell Chiesa. That's confirmed.
See,
but who's gonna buy him? He's had injury riddled 2 years.
Nah, I don't think it is, mate. That's the kind of signing you do.
Maybe he can be a Saka backup. Who knows?
Maybe, but what's
Saka does need competition if you're trying to win this league.
Uruguay. I think Uruguay. What's it called? I think Uruguay is going to win the Copa America. They just look more balanced.
Yeah, there's no way that they made that side of the group so easy for Argentina.
Brazil. I just don't believe in Brazil, man. They're cheeks, man.
Yeah,
I think Ecuador. I think even Ecuador is quite good as well. Be honest.
You know, this tripped me out. All three of their flags are very similar.
That is true.
Oh, the color choice.
Literally, this is the template.
I couldn't if you hadn't told me which was which, I wouldn't. And you put
this is Venezuela. This is Ecuador. This is Colombia.
Are we not going to talk about how guilty Piqué is? You know.
Oh my God! Did you see that?
He's guilty as shit, man. He knows what it is. He's gone, bro.
Did you see what he did?
I didn't see it.
West Ham gonna want to be rid of him easy. Done.
The guy is crazy. He missed a penalty, scored a penalty, got a yellow card. What else did he get? It was the most craziest
I think he did the whole thing. Got an assist as well.
I've never seen that before.
What
was it? Was it the first game?
It was the first. It was the second game.
I do have to drop. Great show. Everybody in the chat, good looking out. Appreciate the comments. Kaz, Jay, Igal.
Always a pleasure.
Don't know. Was it the Paramount game? Yeah, here it is. Yeah. Bro, what the hell is this? We're gonna end it off here. But yeah, check this out. Is this not crazy? What the hell is that?
Yeah.
I've never
Good
seen
for
that in
him.
my life.
Good
And
for
what was
him.
his
Hope he
rating?
had
He
money
still
on
got a
it.
decent rating. Anyways, I'm out of here, people. We've
Always a
waffled enough.
pleasure.
Big up everybody who's watching.
Thanks,
Big up
comment
Dre.
section.
Guys,
You've been
I'll
comment
see you guys
section's been
Saturday.
really good today. You guys have been fantastic. Pat yourself on the back. Good work. Good work.
No, I was gonna say I'm gonna see you on Saturday. I'll see you on Saturday, and I'll catch you guys.
Yes.
I'll catch you guys on the next stream. Everybody in the
Yeah,
in the
man.
chat.
Gal, title 3 o'clock. Gal versus Don. Let's go, man.
I'm not gonna be
Thank
there
you,
by
Sophia.
3.
Great work.
I'm not gonna be there by 3. I have to drive over after 2:30.
I just said the title, G.
Oh, okay, whatever. 3 a.m. you're talking about, not 3 p.m. Anyways, we're out of here, people. Peace.